Indigenous rights are an important part of the human rights framework, and the Asia-Pacific region is home to some of the world's largest and most diverse populations of indigenous people. From the Ainu of Japan to the Uyghurs of China, indigenous populations in Asia have faced a number of challenges in their struggle for recognition of their rights. The situation for indigenous people in Asia is a complex one. Many of the countries in the region have long histories of native populations, but their rights are often not respected or recognized. This has resulted in widespread poverty and marginalization, as well as cultural and linguistic assimilation. In some cases, such as in China and India, the status of indigenous people is even further diminished due to the dominance of national and ethnic majorities. Despite these challenges, indigenous rights activists in Asia have made significant strides in recent years. In India, the 2005 Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Act was enacted to protect the rights of indigenous populations. In China, the government has taken steps to recognize the rights of the Uyghur population, though there is still much work to be done. In Japan, the Ainu people have won greater recognition of their rights with the passage of the 2019 Ainu Culture Promotion Act. In addition, the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, UNDRIP, has been widely adopted by many countries in the region, including India and Japan. The declaration is an important tool for indigenous rights activists, providing a framework for the protection of indigenous rights and establishing a minimum standard for their recognition and protection. Despite these advances, much work remains to be done in ensuring that indigenous rights are fully recognized and respected. In Asia, in many countries, indigenous populations continue to experience poverty, discrimination, and marginalization. In some cases, the lack of recognition of their rights has even resulted in displacement and loss of traditional lands. It is essential that governments in the region take concrete steps to recognize and protect the rights of their indigenous populations. This includes recognizing their cultural and linguistic identities, protecting their lands and resources, and ensuring that their rights are respected in the legal system. It is only through such measures that true justice can be achieved for indigenous people in Asia.